My name is Jescenia Basoco. I am doing my informative speech on how to train your dog, and I'm saying my speech in front of my mom, my dad, and my sister.
Hi.
Hi.
So, I'm pretty sure more than half of us at home have our own dog. They do, such as humans, have their own mindset and personality. Each dog is different. I have a pit bull and Labrador mix. Her name is Cheyenne, and she is about to be 2 years old. She is stubborn, hyper, and I knew immediately I had to get her professionally trained. However, I never had the money nor the time to take her and get her professionally trained. So I did my research online, and I found some tips and tricks to safely and effectively train your dog at home with your family. These tips and tricks I have passed on, and they have been effective for others in the past. So I'm here to share them with you today. The one main misconception about training dogs is that you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. However, that is not the case. It will take a little bit more time depending on the dog. And one of the biggest things that you do need when training your dog is patience. If you do not have patience, then you will not train your dog effectively. And also, you will need the proper tools to train your dog, such as the main thing that you will need is a leash. And this leash is the one that I do recommend because it is not your normal clip-on leash. If you have a clip-on leash, it is more, your dog will pull more. And with this one, it wraps around your dog's neck just like a collar. You can tighten it or loosen it as needed, and you will set it right behind the dog's ears. Because the neck is the most strongest part of the dog, and if you have the normal clip-on leash, they will pull more. And to put this leash on, or any leash in fact, on your dog, the easiest way is to lure them in with a treat and have them sit, put this collar over their neck, and put it right behind the ears, such as so. Come on, Shy. Sit. Or she can lay down. Just whatever works for your dog. Then you just calmly put this over, put it right behind their ears, and then tighten it, and you're ready to go. You can have them sit, lay down, whatever works best for your dog. And also, their treats. You will have their treats that they use the most. It can be certain types of human foods or the treats that work best for your dog. Dogs are also used to having routines. And if they wake up, they go to the bathroom, play, take a nap, they will continue and repeat this process until a new routine is made. So if you train with your dog for the minimum of 30 minutes a day, they will get into that routine and that habit. If you do it with your friends, your family at home. There are also multiple places you can take your dog to train: at home, at a park, at a pet store, to get them used to not being distracted by outside distractions. If your dog is doing their tricks well and they are listening and you see a difference, you can reward them in multiple ways. The main way is by giving them a treat. I do recommend to give them a treat after every trick in the beginning of their training. If you get to the middle of the training, then you do not necessarily have to give them a treat every single time. You can reward them by petting them, by talking to them, taking them on a walk or a car ride, etc. However, if your dog is not performing their proper tricks or they are tending to act up, then there are proper ways to discipline them. If your dog does act up by chewing up your favorite pair of shoes or digging up holes outside, you can discipline them, but the one thing I do not recommend is to hit your dog, because that will cause aggression and fear, and that is one thing you do want to avoid. Also, you can put them on timeout. This is the most effective way that I noticed that helped with my dog. Yes, it does sound silly, however, it does work. You can put them on timeout for no longer than 15 minutes, because the dogs have an attention span of 15 minutes. You can put them outside by themselves with no toys, no bones, or no other dogs, in a kennel and or in a room. And by doing that, you are ignoring them for 15 minutes, and dogs are very attention crazy. So they will eventually put two and two together. If the dog will think, if I chew on the carpet, they ignore me, but if I don't, they love me. So they will eventually stop chewing the carpet. So if you do not have the time or the money to take your dog to a professional trainer, if you follow these tips and tricks, you are able to see a difference in your dog by doing it with your family, even kids. So if you do these tricks, you will see a big difference in your dog and they will become a different dog. Thank you.